Hello gamers, today we present to you the top 5 shooter games released on mobile. Before watching the video, put a like and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the video. Shadowgun, an online game with a size of 550 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Shadowgun is a multiplayer FPS clearly inspired by Counter-Strike that lets you enjoy 3 different game modes: Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch and Deactivate the Bomb. Up to 10 gamers can play against each other at the same time in any of these modes. The controls in Shadowgun are straightforward and well adapted for touchscreen devices. In Shadowgun there are a fair number of maps, which may also look somewhat familiar to anyone who's played Counter-Strike at some point, because all the settings are practically identical versions of other settings as in Dust_2. Shadowgun is a great multiplayer shooter with strong graphics and a more than adequate variety of game modes. In addition, you can create and customize loads of different weapons and masks in order to give your shooter his own personality.
Headshot, mega kill. Headshot, mega kill.
Rogue Heist, an online game with a size of 1 GB, available on Android only. Rogue Heist is a multiplayer shooter where 2 teams of robbers fight for the same loot. Each team is made up of a maximum of 5 players, all of whom fight tooth and nail in exciting games around 5 minutes long. In Rogue Heist, you'll find several different game modes. Heist mode requires strategy and coordination, since your team's objective is to get to the loot before your opponents. Gang War, on the other hand, offers a classic team-based deathmatch, where your objective is simply to kill as many enemies as you can. Finally, with Brawl mode, it's every man for himself as you fight to get the highest score. As is usual in this type of game, you start out with a couple of weapons and a single skin, but as you play, you can unlock much more. Rogue Heist is an excellent online shooter with exciting 5v5 games set in enormous scenarios. It also has great graphics that you can easily adjust to best suit your smartphone. Shadowgun War Games, an online game with a size of 1.4 GB, available on Android and iPhone. Shadowgun War Games is a multiplayer first-person hero shooter that's clearly inspired by Overwatch. This time you get to compete in several different game modes, including Capture the Flag and Team Deathmatch, plus you can either play with your friends or against random players from around the world. The control system in Shadowgun War Games is perfectly adapted to touchscreens. Move your character using your left thumb and aim with your right one. Shooting as per usual in games of the same genre is automatic. To use the sight of your gun, all you have to do is quickly double tap on the right side of the screen. Shadowgun War Games features 5 different heroes, each with their own unique arsenal of weapons and skills. There are only 3 characters available when you start playing, but you can unlock the rest as you continue to gain experience and level up. Plus you can also get new skins for your favorite heroes. Shadowgun War Games is a great multiplayer FPS that raises the bar of the genre for smartphones. It offers a gaming experience that's very close to what you can experience on PCs and consoles. Special mention goes to the excellent graphics section, which you can also customize and adjust using the options menu. Standoff II, an online game with a size of 1.8 GB, available on Android and iPhone. Standoff II is a multiplayer Counter-Strike style FPS in which two teams face off inside relatively small settings. All the maps are clearly based on Counter-Strike maps. The control system of Standoff II is really well adapted to touchscreens, with a virtual D-pad on the left side of the screen and the gun's crosshair on the right. By default, your weapon's shooting button appears on both sides of the screen, which makes the action more comfortable for you. Standoff II's main game mode is a deathmatch, in which two teams battle against each other for 5 minutes. Unlike the original Counter-Strike, you only have to wait 5 seconds to respawn if you're killed. In total, Standoff II has 3 games modes, each one with unique features. Standoff II is a really fun 3D online FPS, with great graphics and loads of different weapons. Mad Zombies, an offline game with a size of 350 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. In the FPS Mad Zombies, you'll have to take on an entire zombie apocalypse. Thankfully, there's an enormous arsenal of weapons at your disposal, including machine guns, shotguns, rifles and much more. Mad Zombies has very simple controls. Just aim your weapon with your left thumb and tap the buttons on the right to fire. Launch grenades, use the first aid kit and reload. Like many FPSs, your character is either stationary or moves automatically. And in between missions, you can upgrade your firearms, but make sure to invest all the money that you win in missions in your weapons, or you might have a hard time defeating the zombies in the next one. Overall, Mad Zombies is an entertaining FPS, although the concept lacks originality. Although this title doesn't manage to really stand out in any particular area, it does offer a solid game experience.
You win!
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble.